Welcome to the podcast, everyone. I am Mayra. I'm so happy to be here with you. And I'm here with Wendy. I feel like it's been so long that we've had a little delay. So welcome, Wendy.
Thanks, Myra. We've had a couple of glitches, right?
We have, but I'm so happy to be here. And I had the honor of having a private session with Wendy and Metatron. I had been contemplating it for about a year um, since my, private sessions previously, and it had been a while, and I felt like I had some questions that I want answered. So, wow, I'm so glad that I did that, especially when I look into my future and hearing what Metatron has to say about you know, all the possibilities, right? And he just put things in perspective for me. So I just want to say thank you. And if you are interested in having a private session with Wendy and Metatron, you will be happy that you did.
Thank you.
And just remind people how to reach you, Wendy.
The best way to reach me is to go to my website, metatronsmysticalmuse.com, and you can sign in, and then there's a place where you can fill out a contact form, and
Mhm.
then we will connect. I will help you set up an appointment, and we'll move from there. Right.
Yay. All right. So
And
what? Yes.
I will say for all of you that towards the middle of May, I am going to be running a special. So if anybody's interested, keep your eyeballs open. Right.
We love specials.
Do.
Oh, great. What else is going on with Metatron's Mystical Muse?
Well, um, again, people can go to the website and sign up and get the information and notifications. I'm doing a free event with Metatron on Friday evening, May 10th. And at those events, he brings usually a little bit of a teaching, maybe 10 minutes or so of teaching. And then he opens it up for personal Q&A. And that's always a lot of fun. And then we are in the process of creating a brand new channeling program that's going to launch in September, called
Mm.
Art and Soul of Channeling. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff coming.
Really good stuff. And I got to say that learning to channel with you has changed my life, honestly. And I use it in my work every day, besides the light language that was activated while I was in class with you and Metatron. It's so much more than that. What I always like to explain is when I am in sessions, I too am in a trance because hypnosis is a state of focus, right? And so when my client is speaking, I'm very focused and connected. And so that pushes away, that critical thinking, busy monkey mind, right? So you're in this just quiet space. And when you're doing that, I find that, I learned about awake and aware channeling with you. And we have moments every day with awake and aware. And one of the examples I always give my clients is, have you ever been sitting with someone that's sort of pouring their heart out to you, maybe telling you a problem, and you're just very focused on what this issue is? You're just in that listening mode, right? And they're just venting and right. And all of the sudden, they say, what do I do? What should I do? And then out of your mouth comes the most amazing, brilliant, wise advice that even you are like, whoa, where did that come from? Like, where did that come from? That is channeling. You have just channeled, right? I love that. And I love learning about that. So if anyone is interested in really honing in their channeling skills, I highly recommend Wendy and Metatron as your teacher.
Oh, we've taught almost 2,000 people to channel, and it really is my passion.
Mhm.
And you know, people need to understand that they don't have to do what we do on a daily basis. Channeling weaves itself into every aspect of our lives and our jobs and our relationships in a really positive way. So I love it. It's changed my life, right?
Oh, yes, it has. We love your story, Wendy. Oh, wonderful. Well, I think we are ready for Metatron.
Ready for the big guy? All right.
Yes.
I will bring him in. Me. It's it's allergy season here. Oh man, everything is in full bloom. So please pardon me today
Okay.
if I'm Metatrons and I are snuffly or need a drink. So
Mhm.
all right. Have a good time.
Thank you. All right. So there's going to be a pause as she brings Metatron in. I'm already feeling him.
All right. Good day to you.
Good day, Metatron.
Hmm. One of the things that is brilliant in the channeling process is how you learn how to shift your brainwave frequencies, right? From the left brain
Oh, yeah.
chatter, socialist side of you, in the right brain, which is open and receptive and connected to your guidance.
Yes, yes. It was really cute. Saturday, I was getting ready to go to the Mindfulness Expo, and I was waiting for my friend to pick me up. So I had time, and I just sort of sat in my living room. I had everything packed and ready, and I was just sitting there, just quiet. And out of nowhere, I hear, "Don't forget your book."
Wow.
And I heard it so loud and clear. And I'm like, I thought I had everything. And sure enough, I had forgotten my regression book, which of course I needed for my workshop. And
Right.
so I thank them. It's like, wow, I really did hear that. It was amazing.
Right. And if you give us the opening, we will offer things like that all the time. We'll be chit-chatting all the time.
Yeah, yeah. I wish we can just tap into it more easily. I know everyone resonates with that. We live in such a busy, clouded environment.
Right. And your brain is going in, 10 directions at the same time. And one of the things that you've heard us speak about in the past is mindfulness. And so your connection with spirit, you need to be mindful of the connection, like you're mindful of your relationships, you're mindful of your job, right? There's certain things that you have to do. You can easily be mindful of
Mm,
spirit so that you are more aware of the connection and how it benefits you, right? It's all for your highest good, right?
mm,
That's what we're here, is to offer that to you. So be mindful of of spirit, guidance, source, whatever you choose to
yeah.
call it.
Hmm.
And ring them up sometimes.
Yes. I love that. I love that. All right. So I've got some questions for you.
Right?
Quite a few from followers today.
You
Yes. All right. But before we start with that, one of the questions that I'd love for you to answer is um, your accent,
ah,
your your tone, and your voice. How does that come through, Wendy, and why like that?
all right. So that's a great question. Many people are always trying to figure out what is the accent, right?
Yes.
It's rather amusing. So it's all about vibrational frequency. And when we're speaking and there's the accent, it actually creates a vibration, right? That permeates your space. You can feel us when we are in communication. And it also is helpful in you're gonna walk away today, and if you want to talk to Metatron, all you have to do is call Metatron, and this is what you'll hear,
Mm.
and it will distinguish itself between Metatron and your own voices in your head. So
Mm.
when you hear Metatron speak, and then you go away and next Tuesday you decide to call upon Metatron. It's kind of like, yes, here we are, right? Be able to uh understand that we're there and hear us and feel us because of the vibration and the funny voice, right? So there's purposeful good all the way around.
I love that. And I have heard that you should ask your guides to speak to you in an accent. So can you choose like speak to me in an Italian accent so that I can distinguish, or just any accent? I don't know, but I've heard that before.
You can. And and it is helpful in the channeling process to be able to discern the voice of your guidance and the voice of, of your own inner workings. However, when our channel first started channeling, she channeled for years and it was just her voice, right?
Yeah.
Until there came a point in time where she really needed to understand what was her and what was spirit. And
Yes.
she didn't ask for a funny voice. She just asked to be able to discern guidance from her own inner voice. And of course, we obliged. And so this is how we have been communicating since that point in time. When she's
Mm,
talking to us, when we are teaching her, this is the voice that she hears.
mm,
So
hmm.
it is separate from her own inner musings, right?
Yes, yes, I love that.
Indeed.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Welcome.
So, Metatron, what is deja vu? What is it really when I'm going about my day and all of the sudden I have, or maybe I'm in a conversation, that happens a lot. And all of a sudden I stop and I'm having a deja vu moment. I feel like I've said this before.
Mhm.
What is it really?
All right. Take us back to that place where we understand that time is an illusion and that everything is happening all at the same time, right? But there is a quantum aspect to this that mm, how do we describe it to you? That you're many places at the same time having the same conversation. And so you might have had the conversation in one form and now you're having it in this form, and all of a sudden you understand that you've had the conversation before, just not in the here and the now, but in a different aspect of you, in a different physical frame, in a different dimension. It
Wow.
can be any of those things, right? Because you all exist not only here, but on multiple dimensions, in multiple universes.
Mm.
Little old you.
Yeah, it's incredible. Is it true that when we transition, we receive all the answers of what really happened? It's all revealed, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yes, it is because when you transition, you are, returning to source, and that, beloved ones, that's the big picture, right?
mm,
You see it all, you understand it all, because you're not seeing it through the human eyes or the human perspective, but through the eyes of God and God's perspective.
hmm. Thank you.
So yes, indeed.
Okay. A follower would like to know how they can connect with fairies
Mhm.
in their own backyard.
All right.
Can you call them in through other dimensions?
Yes, absolutely.
I want to hear that.
Well, the first thing that is important with the nature realm, right, is the feeling of safety. And so creating something, you've heard of fairy gardens, that type of thing, to create, and a fairy garden is really a type of an altar, a nature altar, right?
Yes.
So create something in your backyard that sets the intention, sets the energy, sets the welcoming aspect,
Mm,
and then make sure that when you are calling them in, that it's safe. And you would sit, uh, hopefully near a tree or
mhm,
near some plants, right? Depending on what your yard is, but sit on the ground and just breathe and just connect with Gaia and imagine that you open a door to a magical realm right in your backyard
mm,
and begin to imagine that they are coming in to visit you. You will open your eyes. When you do, you're going to gaze, not stare, about your yard and nature. They might show up as balls of light, they
mhm.
might show up as dragonflies, bees, different things. But if you will practice this and, you know, play with it a little bit,
Mhm, mhm.
then you'll begin to have that connection. And you must understand that it's not only the fairies, it is the sylphs, it is the water sprites, it is the dragons.
Yeah.
All of this is, within the realm that you're calling, right?
Yes.
So you never know who's going to show up,
I love
right?
that.
Yes.
I have the
Yeah.
perfect place for that. Under my tree, I have the swing.
Oh, fantastic. Sometimes
Oh,
sometimes water is helpful too,
I've watered them too. Yes.
a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
And if you don't have place for a big fountain in your yard, you can get like a little table fountain
Mm.
and utilize that while you're out connecting, right?
Yeah. Do I've heard that they like little trinkets and maybe little gifts left for them that they might energetically accept them. Is that
Yes,
true? What do they like?
they love stones. They
Hmm.
love things that like sea glass,
Mm.
sparkling things like little prisms or lollipops, right? So that's one of the things, having a light catcher in the area that you're creating your altar, your garden is good as well, right?
Yes. Oh, that's sweet. Thank
Indeed,
you.
indeed.
Mm. All right. How does transitioning happen when you're an atheist?
the same way as if you're a Christian, a Buddhist, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The title means nothing.
Okay.
The title's an illusion, right? Each
Mm-hmm.
soul transitions in the exact same way.
Okay.
There's going to be
Interesting.
those that don't want to hear that,
Sure.
right?
Yes.
And that's okay. We're not asking people to change their beliefs. When they transition, then they'll have the bigger picture and they'll understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about the title or the belief system, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's about the soul's journey, and the belief system is connected to the human, not the soul.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all souls transition in the same way.
I see. Okay. Thank you. All right. So there is the book, A Course in Miracles.
Mhm.
And I know that many people that are listening right now are not aware of A Course in Miracles. I've been a student of it, and then I pull away, and then I'm a student of it. It's been it's been a journey, and it really is a journey. It's a commitment
Yeah.
to be a student of A Course in Miracles. But this is a question for a client of mine that came into my office, and I talked to him about A Course in Miracles, and I love to hear that he has stuck with it. It really has resonated. And so this question is for Tom. Okay.
All right, we will
Yeah.
do our best to answer. All right.
Yes. And I think he really wants to know who wrote it. You
Mm.
know, where does this information, these daily practices, where does it come from?
It's all channeled information.
Hmm.
And when, pardon us, the woman who wrote the original, right? Because there are a couple of uh, different books out. The
Yeah.
one who channeled the original took 7 years to channel all of the information.
Wow.
Information came from Yeshua, that information came from the masters, that information came from source,
Hmm.
and all the information was provided as a vehicle for
Hmm.
transformation, right? A vehicle for awakening, a vehicle for living an enlightened life,
Yes.
right? And
Hmm.
so there are, numerous lessons, and people are going to look at it and go, I don't believe that. And then you work on the lesson until you see the truth of it,
Hmm.
right? And then other lessons are easy. Oh, I get that. I understand that. But it is a brilliant piece of work.
It sure is.
It has been
Hmm.
around a very long time. Millions of people have delved into it. Some of them live it. We use the word religiously or consistently, right? And others read it, step away, come back, step away.
Yes.
No right or wrong to it, right? But it
Hmm.
is an incredible thing that we encourage everybody at least to look at, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
See if there's something that they get out of it, right?
Yes, and there are groups that you can join, because the course it's daily. It is daily. There are amazing YouTube channels that
Yeah.
have channels that they read the lesson and then they channel, which is wonderful. Um, but yeah, that question was for Tom. So thanks, Tom,
Hope that
for
happens, Tom.
yes, wonderful. And I hope that A Course in Miracles if that resonates with some of the listeners, go get your book. It starts off easy, I'm warning you. The lessons start very daily lessons, and then they get
Right.
bigger.
Yeah,
Mhm,
because
mhm.
they're helping you to transform.
Right.
They're helping to, it's like there's a certain amount of rubbing down or scrubbing out and stretching
Oh, yeah.
that is required for you to change your life, your perspectives. And the Course in Miracles very lovingly
Mm,
will stretch you and scrub you out and open
mm.
eyes to new things, right? New perspectives. And the nice thing about the course is that anyone of any religious persuasion can read the book and gain from it. It is not exclusive of any religion or belief system,
That's right.
very inclusive. So yes, indeed, it is brilliant, a brilliant tool.
Thank you. Mhm.
Yes.
All right. Metatron, can you speak about crop circles and the authenticity of them,
Mhm.
and what message are they conveying?
It's kind of a hello.
Okay.
Um, and yes, we can verify that many of them are authentic, and then there are some that have been created,
Mm,
you know,
manufactured.
manufactured
Yeah.
experiments, right?
Mm,
The things that cannot be mm, overlooked are the larger pictures that are in rock and in dirt that can only be seen like from space, those types of things. And they've been created by galactic brethren. um they are points of reference, points of landing, like north, south, east, and west. Many of them are there to guide galactics coming to the planet. And
wow.
yeah, and they have been there for many of the millions of years. And so it is it is a way of communicating, right?
Hmm.
Each circle has its own vibration,
Yeah.
and you can tap into that vibration, you can receive the message.
Mm,
Some of them bring you up
mm,
into your head and they kind of feel scientific. Some of them bring you into your heart and
mhm,
feel personal. They are all different, right? And some of them are interesting to look at but have no feeling at all. Those are the ones that have been man created for experiment or just because they can, right?
mhm, mhm,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it is really a clear sign that what you consider quote unquote aliens or galactic beings are already here,
Hmm.
whether you have seen them or not, right? They're already here. They've been coming here since,
Yeah.
you know, since day one. So
Hmm.
just a nice reminder.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Indeed.
Excuse me. Okay.
Mhm.
What is happening on Earth right now, and how can we help?
Yeah. Wow. What is happening on Earth right now is that there is a what we call a great stretch occurring with your last eclipse
Hmm.
earlier this month, right? Your solar eclipse. for everyone on the planet, what is called their universal chakra began to open. And there are some on the planet where that chakra is opening to a great degree, and some on the planet where it's just opening. It just kind of depends on where you are in your evolutionary process.
Mm-hmm.
And as you have access to your universal chakra, the opening of it gives you access to your Christ mind.
Okay.
And so when you have access to your Christ mind, that energy, all of that information, all of that awareness begins to trickle down through the chakras, and you begin to
Mm-hmm.
benefit from all of that energy and information from your Christ mind. And part of what happens with the Christ mind is that you are merging with that divine masculine and feminine Christ principle and integrating it into physical form, physical life. So that's happening for
Okay.
everyone on the planet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So some people are graceful with it, and
Mm-hmm.
some people have challenges with it,
Yes.
right? And it's okay if you have challenges. And it is part of the evolutionary process of the collective. Okay.
Okay. The universal chakra is above the crown.
It goes crown to soul star chakra to
Okay.
stellar gateway,
Wow.
and then galactic gateway, and then your universal gateway, universal chakra. Your galactic gateway opened in 2022 and has been opened
Mm.
wider with each eclipse. And now your universal chakra is becoming more available to you. It's always been there. Now
Yeah.
it's more available to you. So you might notice that if you're a channel, a healer, an intuitive, you are feeling it, getting more messages, more
Mm.
more more clear messages. Yeah,
Wow, that's very interesting. Okay. Thank you.
indeed.
So many chakras.
Well, the universal is the 12th chakra, and there's so many more that you don't even know about yet, but it's coming.
It's coming.
We'll
Okay.
be, we'll be introducing you to them as they become as like
Oh, wow.
come online, right?
Wow. Interesting. So I'm going to process everything you just said and probably come up with some questions about each one.
Beautiful. Please.
All right. Okay. So, hmm. So a little bit more of a sensitive subject is why I've noticed so many people committing suicide. What is happening there?
Yeah. And there are a lot of souls leaving the planet through that choice.
Hmm.
And we will explain several different things about it. And one of the things to understand is that every soul has taken that journey in some lifetime,
Yeah.
right? So that is a clear understanding. Everybody's done it, right, in past lives. Currently, what is
Mm.
occurring is that there is so much so much pressure upon this planet, energetic, emotional, that people find themselves in situations, um emotional situations, physically painful situations, and they feel that it's never going to look or feel different than it does in this moment, that it's impossible for it to get better. So they feel stuck. They feel that there's no way out. And the option to release the pain is to commit suicide, which is tragic, right? For
Yeah.
those that are left behind.
Mm.
The other part of the understanding is that souls that do commit suicide come back to take another lifetime that's difficult
Mm.
so that they can understand that there's always choice, no matter what it looks like or feels, that they can choose different things for themselves, and there is a healing that takes place at that level at that time. So that's, you know, uh, we just want those that are, in that place, reach out and speak to someone, right? Speak to you, speak to our woman, speak to Metatron, go to an emergency room, right? It doesn't always have to feel like it does in this moment, that there are choices and possibilities. And please ask for the help, right?
Mm-hmm.
Please ask for help.
Mm.
Not
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you.
indeed.
Mm.
It is challenging at this time. And the the collective mindset doesn't necessarily support those in pain.
Mm. Yes.
The collective mindset does not necessarily support those in pain. It's kind of like, get over it, or, what are you complaining about,
Mm.
or they don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
And so people feel alone and isolated, and, what's the point of being here?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But the point of being here is discovering your point of being here, right?
Yeah.
And, and even when nobody else understands, every soul has a journey and a purpose upon this planet. Every single one. This is why we always tell people everything you do makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we ask those that are struggling and having suicidal thoughts, find someone who will listen, that will understand, that can help direct them to help or to be helped, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you.
Did.
Mm. All right. So a follower would like to know, how can we raise the vibration and the frequency in our own homes? What's a good way to do
Ah, well, there's many simple ways to do that.
that?
Some great music.
Oh.
Move your body, dance a bit,
Mm.
right? That immediately raises the vibration in your
Okay.
physical and in your space, right? You can raise the vibration in your space by saging and clearing out any lower vibrational frequencies. You can use tone, like singing bowls, tuning forks,
Mm.
your own voice, to
Wow.
clear out lower vibrational frequencies and raise the frequency in your space.
Hmm.
You can do something as simple as clapping. Do you hear what that did when we clapped? It's
Well,
like,
we didn't hear it. I saw the motion, but
oh, okay. Well, when you clap, it like creates an energy that moves out, right? So
yes.
clap our channel, sometimes when she goes to do events in other places, always walks in and is aware of the energy in the room, and sometimes she'll tone or she'll clap to shift the energies. So
Interesting.
simple things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Simple things.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Well, one final question here is, can you explain how we can time jump realities? And what is the best way to manipulate that for advancement?
Well, you don't time jump in physical reality.
Hmm.
Your physical body doesn't time jump. It is your soul aspect, your spirit aspect that is able to travel different timelines or be projected to different dimensions. And so really what it takes is some practice, right? Some belief that you can do it, and then you sit down and you understand, here I am and this is where I want to go. You kind of have to have an idea, like a bit of a roadmap of where,
Okay.
I want to go to the 12th dimension, right? Or whatever. And then you must have no expectation about what it's going to look and feel like.
Hmm.
You sit down, become meditative, and imagine that you project yourself to that space and time or wherever it is that you want to go,
Okay.
and then look around, right? Now, people are saying, well, you're just imagining that, but your imagination is a vehicle, your imagination is a tool that
Yes, it is.
and allows you to do some of the things that your physical body doesn't allow you to do.
Hmm.
So utilize the imagination. What will tell you that it's working is how you feel afterwards, because remember to bring that aspect of yourself back, right? Or you're going to feel like you're betwixt and between. But allow yourself to come back and take a few moments and then write down what you noticed.
Hmm.
What did it look like? What did it feel like? What did I hear? What did I smell? Was there anything else there? Right? And write it down, journal it. And every time you do it, journal it. And do it
Hmm.
in tension, and do it without, you're not going to change something, you're not going to fix something, you're just a traveler, you are observing. Okay,
Okay.
if you think that you're going to go someplace and fix something, you're going to be
Mm.
surprised.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you.
Is this helpful? Does this make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it does. Absolutely. I know that we did that quite a bit also in channeling class where we would go places
Yes,
collectively. I
right,
remember, yeah, to help to heal
right,
certain locations also,
right.
and
That
come
is
right
that
back.
is called healing, right?
Yeah.
You project yourself to a place, and we would go to places that had great trauma. There's
Yeah.
also what is called remote viewing, and
Mm.
remote viewers actually go to places and view what's there. Now,
Hmm.
we don't want to get into conspiracy theories, but the government employs
Oh yeah.
remote viewers, right? And they can
Hmm.
go and they can see what's going on anywhere, right? They could come to your living room today and see you dancing to all that music that's going to shift the vibrational frequency. But the thing is with this is that you have to have a feeling, an understanding, a perception that it's real.
Yes.
Just to, shoot yourself out there. There's a certain place that it has to be real to you for you to be able to have the experiences.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm.
So remote healing is a beautiful tool, right?
Yes, yes, that was beautiful.
Yes,
All
indeed.
right. So I'm feeling a little inspired to have you provide a message from our galactic brothers and sisters today.
Hmm.
What do they want to convey to the collective today?
Well, what they would like humanity as a whole to hear is fear not.
Mm,
Fear not. You are evolving beautifully as a species, no matter what it looks like in this moment. They would like you to understand that if you will always look for the light in your actions, in your life, then you are supporting the evolution of this planet. They would like you to understand that there are different families, different groupings from across the cosmos. You have no idea how many universes and star systems are out there, and they gather to witness. They gather to witness mostly. There are some that come around to tinker with things. That that is a very small percentage. Most are observers, many are helpers, and they are saying that you are welcome to connect with them and call on them like you do your guidance.
mm,
They are interested in Gaia because Gaia is a pivotal point in the cosmos. And what happens here has a ripple effect outward. And so that's why Earth garners so much attention from the galactics. But for the most part, they are supportive, they are helpful, and they are so many that you wouldn't even believe it, right?
yes.
They are all there. And so, yeah, the big message is fear not.
That resonates. Hmm.
Yeah, that there's you know, so many stories about Earth, what could happen, what has happened, what might happen, right? And each and every human being upon the planet is helping to write the story.
Hmm.
And so humanity is choosing the story they want to write. And all of the light workers, all of those that are awakening, are writing a story of light, right? Of peace, of love, of help. And there are those galactics that are helping us to write those stories.
Hmm. Mm. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you to them for the message.
Indeed. Indeed.
Any final words from you, Metatron?
Yeah. We would encourage each and every one of you that hears this message to do your best each and every day to find moments of peace, moments of harmony and balance within your body, mind, and spirit. That place of peace will nourish you. That place of peace will break the bonds of impossibility. That place of peace will align you with your guides, with God. It can heal the physical. Most individuals do not take time to find peace within very often at all.
Mm.
So grab a sticky note and put it on your peace,
Mhm.
and take moments every day to go to peace. Even if everything is chaos around you, you can choose, you can make the choice. Take a breath and go to your place of peace.
Mm.
Important thing to do and
Yeah.
important to remember, because the energies over the summer are going to begin to percolate
Oh
and
no.
process, my friends, right? But finding that place of peace will be so helpful
Okay.
to help you move harmoniously on the planet.
Mm.
Okay?
Thank you.
Peace be with you. Mm.
Thank you so much, Metatron.
You're so welcome, beloved
Mhm.
one. It has been wonderful as always.
Thank you. Mhm. Namaste.
Namaste.
Welcome back. Oh, hi, Kitty.
Henry.
Hi, Henry.
Henri Toulouse-Lautrec. He has a goatee.
Aw,
It's my good boy.
so sweet. How you doing?
Doing good.
All right. It's good. Excellent, as always.
Thank you.
Mm,
Happy to be here. Happy to
yeah.
be do this. I love it.
Mm.
My joy.
Wow. Find your peace, people. Just, I know Metatron, I think, tries to calm what might be coming this summer. He
Uh,
says percolating. It's like, oh no,
yeah, that
what
might
might
be why he's asking me to take a chunk of time off, right? I'm not
he
going,
has.
just making more space in my days and my schedule for the summer. So,
Very interesting.
yes. Are you taking a nap? All right. Nap time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Wendy. As always, I think we're all caught up. We know about your events.
Yes, 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 yes.
Mhm.
Thank you once again. I love doing this with you.
Me too. Thank you, everybody. Until next time.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.